Hey guys, RC Buster back with another video today. Today we have the brand new AX24. We are super excited to get this truck in. We're going to be doing an unboxing on it today. We're going to do an unboxing. We're going to do my initial review on what I feel about this truck, and then we're going to run it on our homemade course and see how it's going to do on there. And then we're going to give a review on how we feel about this truck in stock form. Probably going to have some videos coming up soon comparing it to some of the other trucks we have and probably do some upgrades on it. But let's go ahead and get into unboxing this truck. As I said, it just came in. I have already went ahead and cut some of the tape off of it to speed up the video here. Here's this side of the box, kind of what you can see going on. Here's the back side. Talks a little bit about the four-wheel steer and everything new this truck has. It's supposed to have four-wheel steer and rock lights, updated electronics. Pretty cool. I opted to get the black and green version of this truck. I felt it looked a little bit better compared. Here it is out of the box. Comes in this nice little box, similar to the AX24s. I'll move y'all down just a little bit. There you go. So it comes in a similar box with a little rock terrain background. It is zip tied in at the bottom with two zip ties. We'll go ahead and cut them out. My pliers get in there good. There we go. There's one and two. So now this truck should be free. We got it unboxed here now. So there's the AX24 straight out of the box. And you can see it's got front steer and rear steer. And tons of flex. I didn't figure this thing would flex that far. That's pretty high. See how many tires it flex up on. Let's see. There's 3. I didn't figure this thing would flex that much. There's 3 tires. Like it's nothing. See about 4. It's pretty crazy. 4 tires. So it'll flex up 4 SCX24 tires from 1.0 Enduros. Flex right up and over them. It's pretty crazy. I noticed the suspension seems a little bouncy, but it's also really soft. This whole thing just wobbles and rolls. And these tires on this thing, they feel good too. They're real soft. Let's see. Body seems to be held on with just Velcro. It does hinge in the back. So we got a Velcro piece here, and it just hinges. Now they have a new electronic system in these trucks. They're a Spectrum 2-in-1 system. Has the same battery. It looks like the battery comes out the side. Oh no, the body can't come all the way off. It's got Velcro on the back as well. So this is what all the electronics look like, front and rear steer on this thing. The battery seems to be held in on the side with a little body clip. I'd say this folds up and the battery comes out. Pretty cool. Pretty nice truck so far. I will probably end up switching these over to magnets instead of the Velcro. I'm not a big fan of the Velcro mounts. I probably will switch them over to some rare earth magnets in the near future. Go ahead and Velcro it back on. Get it all back on. There we go. Alright, so we'll set this up here and let's see what else we got in the box. So next what we have is the normal just manual. And it comes with batteries. This is a ready to run truck. It comes with everything you need. So it's got all 4 batteries in the package and comes with a big old axial adventure anywhere sticker. So there's your manual that comes with it. What else do we have in this box? Let's see. I can get it out. They really cram this stuff in here, I'll tell you what. I'm surprised all this stuff fits in this box. Anyways, it comes with your standard USB charger that the SCX24s come with. I actually don't prefer these. What I've done is on my smart chargers for my LiPos, I charge them on there instead of these because these were overcharging and burning my batteries up. So I now charge them on my smart charger. I have my own leads that plug up. And then we have the new receiver. This is a new receiver to come with the axial. It's one of the Spectrum SLT3s, similar to what all comes with most of the Armor vehicles that we have. That's what Armors usually come with. It's a nice receiver overall. I like it. It does a pretty good job for what I use. If I'm going to run some extra functions, I like to switch to a receiver with more channels. But let's look into this truck just a little bit before we get into testing it and just kind of look it over a little bit more. I'm gonna pull the body off again. I wanna see what motor this thing has. So, looking at the side, it does have the same motor as the SCX24s do. And it looks like there is enough room where we might be able to squeeze one of the Endura, the bigger can motors, in there. So that might help out as well. Let's see. So, let's hook this battery up. It says on the box it's supposed to have rock lights that shine. So I'm not sure what they will look like. I'm gonna turn this thing on, and it does. As you can see, it has the 4 LEDs that shine onto all the wheels. Pretty cool looking. Overall, I'm really impressed with the quality of this truck. By the advertisement and what I've seen of it so far, I figured it was going to be more kind of toy grade as to what this is. This is a lot better quality than I was expecting, especially the tires. I figured the tires were just going to be hard and junk, but they have a really good compound to them, and they're real soft. I feel like they're going to do pretty well. May end up switching them over eventually, but for right now, I think they're going to do just fine. So, we're going to take this truck over to the course now, once I get the body back on, and we will run it on the course and kind of just see how it does. We're gonna go over a bunch of lines and test everything out, maybe talk a little bit on what all the functions of the truck, how the rear steer is supposed to work. So I'm not sure exactly how it works so far, but stay tuned with me. We're gonna get over to the track and get it tested out. On the course, guys, we're gonna be giving this thing the first run. Really excited about it. Overall, my first impression of this thing, I feel like it's gonna do pretty good. I'm gonna go over a little bit on how the rear steer works on this, which your front steers are normally just turned off on the receiver. And then you have your A and B channel on the side, which will be, I guess, channel 3. Pressing down towards B does rear steer like this, to where it'll turn with you. The middle channel of the two, in the middle of A and B, is your front steer. And then all the way up in channel A allows you to crab walk, which is pretty cool. We're gonna go ahead and get into running this thing. I wanna see how it'll do. I'm gonna try to hit a few different types of lines and see how it runs. We're gonna start off by taking our line up this bridge here and see how it'll go. We'll go up and over the bridge. So far, tires grip good. See how they keep going. Starting to raise the front tire there. Made it up and over it though. Got tires gripped up. Make our way around over the bridge. And we're going to go over towards our new section of the course. Run up right there. There we go. Now the rear tires are trying to turn a little bit because it has that rear servo saver on that AS1. The servos on this truck though, even though they're the same ones that come with the AX24, they are a lot quicker than what is on the AX24. So I'm really impressed by how they made that better. We're going to give the rear steer a try, come up around this corner and see how to do. Rear steer. And look at that thing just turn. Turns super tight all the way around. We're going to go ahead and do a little downhill with it and see how the speed control is with this new controller. So I can't really modulate too well. It doesn't really like super slow speed. This thing just walks over this course. So far, it's a pretty good track. Doing good so far. Use the rear steer again. We're gonna go up and over the top of the bridge and see how well we can turn around in the circle here. The turning radius on this thing is absolutely crazy. So we're gonna use rear steer going up this hill, up over the long bridge. I've added some logs in here to help it make it a little bit more difficult. We're just gonna let this thing just walk its way on out. Try to go as slow as I can. Tires seem to grip up pretty good. Pretty impressed by the stock tires that come on this thing. Made it all the way up to the top. So I made it all the way up. I'm gonna come around and we're gonna truck right on back down. Gonna do another steep decline with it. See how it'll handle there. See what it'll do. So it handled it pretty well, but the low speed modulation on this thing is not the best. It can definitely do with some better electronics. Maybe putting a little bit more powerful motor. So this is about where I left off. I had to go and switch batteries. This truck battery, I'm using the one that come out of the box and it comes fully charged. So we're gonna test the rear steer around this corner. There's a huge improvement. Really helps in our course, since it is tight cornered. See how it'll climb up this little hill here. Lighten up. See, up against the box, up against the wall of the box there. Switch to the other mode. Let's walk our way over. Back to the other rooster. There we go. I'm gonna test a little bit of a side hill with it. As long as I don't fall off before we even get there. Test a little bit of a side hill with it. See how it wants to handle it. The CG of this thing isn't super low, but it's not super high either. That's what it's feeling like anyways. It's liking to raise tires up. Yeah. So, as you can see, we got it pretty crooked here on this little hill. The tires, I wanted to flex out a whole lot, even though they're really soft. See if it'll make it all the way across. It's gonna want to flip. No, it'll make it. Made it all the way across. Got a tire way up in there. See if we can do anything to keep it from flipping over. No. A little bit too high. Too high with center of gravity on it. Go up and around. The rooster really helps with the grip. Really helps you get a good bite on some of the lines and trails. Come around here and we'll film it go through. Take a little bit of a different line around this time. Go through the underneath part of our new course. So we're going under the bridge now. This is a pretty tricky section in here. This is the main obstacle of it. Is trying not to get high centered up and over. So we do get high centered. Slowly working our way over. Oh, just a little bit too much. Alright, let's keep on trucking with the trail. Our truck's doing pretty good. It's a pretty difficult line. It's a little steep. So far, this thing just crawls right on around. Rooster's working good. I'd like to see what this thing will do with some EMAX servos on it. A little more power to them. Yeah, I think it's sounding real good. Put that tire up in there. Let's see. Switch the mode over. See if we can save it. Got a pretty bad line. Let's go under the bridge here and look at this flex on this thing. This thing's absolutely flexed out right there. It's got a whole lot of flex to it. A lot of suspension travel. I don't remember what size shocks they said they put on it. I think it was 50 something millimeter maybe. Sneak all the way around the back. We're going to sneak off and go through our tunnel over here. So we're back out the other side of the tunnel now. Let's see if we can make this tight turn using the rear steer. Oh, we can. I know we've already been up and over this line. We're going to have to run over it again to get the next part of the trail I want to hit. Next obstacle we're going to try out is see, we're going to go off the edge again. Next thing we're going to try out is the log hill. It's pretty difficult because of the top log and the turn. We're going to see how to manage coming up all this. This is what the obstacle we're going to go up with it and give it a good shot. Overall, pretty impressed with this thing. Doing pretty good. Raising that front wheel up just a little bit. Struggling for grip. Good thing we got wrist here. Oh, let's give it another shot. I think I didn't pick the best line of it. Give it another shot of it and see if we'll make it. There it is. Front tire's up. The back tire's up as well. So here's a pretty good test here. Is over this to test out and see how the rear steer will do. Or not the rear steer, but the center of gravity. This heel gets a little sideways. So let's see. I'm gonna try to get both the tires on the little rocks we have added. Had some difficulty to it. Oh, it's a little bit too much. A little bit too much for it. Anyways, continue on around. Continue on around. So we're gonna come down this line here, and come back up. We're gonna go down our main hill, and then once we get to the bottom of the main hill, we'll try to go back up and see how the truck will do. Oh, got a whole bunch of flex out of it there. I think it's about all she's got. See if it'll make it all the way up it. Oh, center of gravity is a little bit too high. So that has to be expected with these little trucks with all the brass weights on. Adding some weight will really help with the center of gravity on these things. Take a little bit of an easier line, it'll make it all the way up. We're going to go up and over the bridge. Little bridge. Pretty steep incline on this thing. Handles it pretty well. A lot of body roll. We don't have that with the soft shock it's got though. So now we're going to come down our main hill and see how it goes down it. See if we're going to topple forward or not. Take it down, seeming pretty good. Take it down pretty good. Once it turned around, we'll try to go back up it and see if we'll make any progress that way. If the tires grip pretty good, we'll be able to make it up. So far, they're just wanting to slide. Oh, low CD. It's didn't low enough. High center of gravity is hurting us a little bit out of the box. Definitely going to be able to make some improvements to that. A little hard for me to switch the rear steer function. Oh, same thing again. If I can get a little bit of a better line, a little bit tighter line. Usually if you swing a little wider on this section, you can make it up a little bit easier. The front tire just wanting to push. We're going to end up rolling it over again. Oh, maybe not. Oh. Nah, same thing. See if we can find a good line with this. Might be able to get it. There we go. Better line. See if we can find any grip heading up this hill. Trying to use the rear steer to my advantage and finding grip. See if a little momentum will help. Straighten up good. Oh, and the momentum makes it up. Took us a couple tries to get a good line heading up, but we made it. So I think I'm gonna end up in my testing here with this truck. We're gonna go back over to the bench, give you a review on all my thoughts of this truck and kind of some of the ideas of what I think I'm gonna need to do to it. So let's head on over. Alright, so we got another cool line these trucks can do. Gonna try to get it for you. So we just finished running on our course. So I'm gonna give you my overall review on this truck based on in stock form on how it come out of the box. So the first thing I noticed running on the course is that the center of gravity is kind of high. There's a few places on the track that it likes to flip over and it could use some weight. What I did notice with it though is the axle housings and all the parts in the front and rear end are all similar to the AX24 parts. So there are already parts available to immediately upgrade these trucks. Same with the shocks. The shocks, they are just like the double barrel shocks without the double barrel part of them. So there's extended shocks. So I mean, if you wanted to switch to double barrels, you could. But a lot of these parts are going to be able to be interchanged with the SCX24 parts. They're already available. But it also did really good on the course. The tires grip good. The rear steer works great. It helps for a lot of grip and finding more grip out of these tires, even though they are grippy. If the normal SCX24 tires were on here, the rear steer would make a huge difference. But overall, it is a good truck out of the box. I think it might be one of my favorite, not SCX24, but AX24s. I think it is going to be my favorite one to run overall. Definitely going to have to get some parts for it and do some upgrades. Thinking about trying to do some easy and free upgrades on it first. But will definitely be some more videos on this truck soon. So stay tuned. And we'll have some more content on these things. So, hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.